Raya means the indwelling Lord, so in this chant we honor the indwelling Lord. You made it, Myers. Amen. With great respect and great love, I welcome you all with all my heart. Namaste. How's everybody doing? Good? On this chilly February night. It was so cold the other day, my power steering fluid froze.
My brakes froze.
It's crazy. Mm.
So what'd you do? Tell us the rest of the story.
I just kept driving, man, you know. That's because I'm a redneck and that's what we do.
So was it just tight steering?
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's hard to steer.
That's scary.
It was just like, you know, the old days, you didn't have power steering.
It's like when your clutch cable breaks.
Oh, the cool people.
Oh, I've had cars without brakes for years where I was just using
Yeah,
wheels.
well.
It's just how you do it, man. It's exciting.
That's a word for it.
That's how the brakes used to be. They used to, you know, they got all fancy. Well, we started out with a little gospel there, a little circle of the unbroken. A year ago today, one of my spiritual mentors passed away. The late, great Mr. Miller, who was George used to say, I wasn't put on this earth to be a great spiritual leader, it just worked out that way. Funny guy. But he used to talk about, he used to say, I like to thank the Lord within me for another day on earth. I like to thank the Lord within me for another day sober, another day on earth. And he meant it. Some people say things and they say them to parrot them or to, you know, say something they heard, or, but when he said something, he meant it. And that means a lot on the spiritual path. When you say what you say, you kind of mean it. When you pray with some kind of intention, you mean it. You know, when you thank God for, you know, everything you have, the gratitude that comes, you try to mean it. Sometimes in life you have to act as if, you know? You know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you gotta write that gratitude list and you're like, oh man, I don't wanna do this today. You know, I'm having a bad day. Yeah, but if you think to yourself, I'm having a bad day, and you keep thinking it, you might have some bad days in a row. But if you think about how grateful you are, that this too shall pass, and the gratitude comes. So, I don't know, I just like to think of all these teachers that I've had in my life that have taught me little things that, you know, make your life a little better. You know, most people, it's a human condition. It's a human condition to spread doubt, uncertainty, and fear. That's a human condition. We can't help ourselves. So it's a thing that we do. If someone says, "Oh, I'm going to do something," a lot of people don't say, "That's fantastic." You're like, "Oh, you sure about that?" "Ooh, you know what I mean?" So there's a lot of this that happens, and you know, I think through life we almost have to retrain ourselves to do things that are out of our comfort zone that make us. I don't think you can be more spiritual. I don't believe that. I think, you know, your soul is your soul. You can't get more or less of it. But I think what happens in between the ears allows us to see it more clearly. It's like, you know, the glass is in the window, and if there's dirt on it, you can't see outside. If you clean the dirt off the glass, it's still just glass you're looking through, but you can see much clearer. So George was one of them guys. Me and Timmy used to play golf with him, and he just was joke after joke after joke after laugh after, no matter what was going on. You know, he was a big guy about, you know, just bring a little laughter to the thing. You know, spirituality is kind of a funny little thing, because it's all kind of made up in a weird way. It's all, you know, like, we all do something that makes us feel closer to one another and to this higher power thing that we have no idea about, but we want to have such an idea about it. And I think I was talking to Carla this morning, or somebody, and they said, no, this is my friend Scott. And Scott said that a priest asked him one time, if you could have anything in one wish, what would the wish be? And he said, oh, I don't know, you know, maybe $1 million or something like that. And he goes, and the priest said, well, wouldn't you want to know what happens after you die? Like, wouldn't you really want to know that? And Scott said, no, that would take all the mystery out of it. And then what would life be all about if we didn't have mystery? I was like, that's a good answer. Because the mystery kind of pulls us forward. And Guru Mai said a little doubt goes a long way. A little like, I got to seek a little, you know, because a little doubt makes you seek a little further. If you think you know the answer, you stop. You think you got it. So, anyway, George Miller, he's missed, but at the same time, he's always, does anybody really leave? Question mark. So, anyway. Didn't you lose your grandfather about the same time?
Grandpa was a year ago in October. Yeah. Pretty close.
Close.
But maybe this is all just a dream, and George woke up from the dream. My grandfather woke up, and we're still dreaming.
Yeah. Well, there is a spiritual question they ask. When you're awake, are you dreaming, or while you're sleeping, are you dreaming? And then you ask yourself that question and you think, how much do you think while you're in the moment? Like you're doing something, but you're thinking about something else, because that's dreaming. You know, you're conjuring stuff up and you're thinking, but you're not in the moment. So the whole idea of this spiritual process is to be in the moment and not have to think too much about other things while we're here now. So, you know, when I think about that question, am I awake now, dreaming all this? You know, because sometimes we're driving down the road, we're not even driving, we're thinking about something, and then we get to where we're going, and we're like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Take a deep breath in. And a long breath. Deep breath in. And long breath out. Deep breath in over your arms and stretch. And exhale. Deep breath in. And stretch. And exhale. One more big one. Deep breath in. And hold it. And Om. Well, that was the best one ever. You can't deny it each week. It's the best one.
Just can't remember the one before.
I listen to them while I drive around. I'll put them on. And then I listen to it, like, man, that was good. Sometimes I listen to myself and I'm like, he's silly. He's a little silly. Yeah.
I always say too normal is a little boring.
Yeah. Too normal is definitely boring. So we have a little, I think we have some chai tea left over here. It's turmeric chai with almond milk and honey. Come on, you know me, I can't do anything boring. You know? Timmy on drums.